Good morning, lunatics, and welcome to another edition of Morning Java, presented as always by our good friends Alex at the Get Go Cafe and Marketplace, where they don't cheat on me. Did you know that?
I knew that because they do
Awesome.
not.
The subs are
Don't
loaded.
accuse them of that.
I know, it's amazing. It's not like those other places where you get dinky triangles and stuff of meat. They load them up there. You know what else is loaded?
What?
Pittsburgh sports history.
That's
Alex.
a nice transition right there.
I'm telling you, Maddie's not here, so somebody's got to pick up the segues, right? So. Yeah. Let's talk about, man, our favorite Pittsburgh sports moments. And as journalists, it becomes a little different where you can't be a fan. You can't soak it in that way. But I think there was a time in both of our lives where, you do experience sports as a fan, particularly growing up and what that feels like. So for you, when you think about, it doesn't even have to be Pirates, just a Pittsburgh sports memory. What's the one that just jumps out?
I mean, San Antonio's catch, but I wasn't there. That's an obvious one. The one that I went to, I didn't go to the 2013 wildcard game, but I did go in 2014, that series against the Brewers at the end of the year, and I was in the left field bleachers whenever Russell Martin homered off of Jonathan Broxton. That pretty much put the Pirates in the playoffs, eliminated the Brewers. That was the craziest I personally ever saw at PNC Park.
That's awesome.
Something I won't forget.
I noticed, obviously he was a fantastic player too, but I noticed you always write pretty glowingly about Russell Martin. Does that kind of influence it a little bit there, Alex?
No, he was a great player here.
Obviously, yeah.
No denying.
He's incredible. For me, it's kind of funny because kind of like you, I wasn't actually there, which is kind of the case. I didn't grow up in the city, so it was kind of hard to be a part of a lot of the stuff. But I remember the 1995 Super Bowl, Steelers-Cowboys, that was my first real. I was 4 years old, but I still remember that. I remember the way my family got dressed up and the way it was this thing. It was an event. You know what I mean? Everybody was there. They had a cutout of Deion Sanders from Sports Illustrated, and this is a true story. This is a little crude, but I don't think it's that crude. Whenever the men had to urinate outside, right, they would take the Deion Sanders cutout, place it on a tree, and it was pee on Deion season. So if you think Pittsburgh sports fans are crazy, it's because they actually are. So little 4-year-old me is like, pee on Deion. That's a thing that my uncles are doing right now.
Did you have anything for Larry Brown that game? Or?
No, nothing for him. Thankfully, nothing for him. But, that's for me because that set the tone for everything. You just realize that the sports are more. It's more than a game. When you go that far with it, it's part of your culture and it's in your fabric. So it just immediately spoke to me about what this was going to be like. And then growing up and being a part of it, just makes it that much more special.